I collect weird movies from the 70s and 80s.
How weird?
Both like bootleg
Zardos?
DVD releases, but also there are
Deep
companies
Throat.
that restore and release these things on Blu-ray. Like I love gritty, crappy, shot on 16 millimeter, underground
16
New York,
millimeter.
East Coast, weird stuff. And that means that I also collect a fair amount of dirty porno.
Yep.
There we go.
It's all kind of the same thing to me.
Sure.
I've never really drawn the distinction.
Just
I
a
understand that a lot of
cinephile.
people do.
It's just history.
Yeah. It's like, I just like 16 millimeter.
You
If
can't
people
tell the
happen
story
to
of
do
gritty
snuff-
East Coast cinema without
Right, yeah.
pornography.
Are some of the people children? Are some of them animals? It's just what it is.
I'm just preserving New York history.
Yeah.
Distinction, I understand that a lot of people do, including my partner, who's never really been comfortable with that. Like, we don't sit down and watch them together or nothing. Like, it's not
Big
really what it's
surprise.
about.
Do you watch them?
Yeah, he's got a screening room. He's like,
Because it's like, if you don't watch them, what is it about?
right.
I don't understand the porn. Also, you don't have to have the porno. But anyway, let's let him finish, I
Right.
guess.
But anyway, these, obviously these movies are not like out on a bookshelf someplace. They're not being displayed prominently for our house guests. They were in a box in the closet.
Think about why that
And
is.
I go back to hunt through them for something and discover that the box is missing.
A caper.
Bum, bum, bum.
Conversation goes on with the girlfriend, and she admits to basically throwing them away a week or so ago. Right? To the point where it's not like I can go back in the dumpster. I don't know that I would, but I can go back in the dumpster and get...
You don't know that you would.
You would.
He's calling the Department of Sanitation.
Yeah.
Him digging through the dumpster is such a funny image.
To find
black
Debbie
and white.
Does Dallas.
Yeah. For black
now-
and white porno with a mid-Atlantic accent. Well, I don't know that I could suck your whole
The
penis.
stuff that John Waters beat off to.
Yeah.
And as you can imagine,
Transatlantic, not
I'm
mid-Atlantic.
pretty mad. Especially given that if she was that uncomfortable with them, I probably could have been convinced to sell them on to a used, some kind of used video store or sell them on
Didn't
eBay
she
or
express that
something.
she was that
There were
uncomfortable with
productive
them?
ways to get rid of it if
Yeah.
it was a deal breaker. Like, I care more about this relationship than I do about the tapes. But the tapes, Blu-rays, whatever. But it just feels like porno should be on a VHS, Anyway,
Sure.
the point is, should I break up with this person
Purist.
because she didn't talk to me about it before she did it? She just threw away a bunch of my stuff that I care about, and I'm pretty mad. All right, thank you, bye.
This is this is a good one.
The twist.
The question
actually
of-
the twist really does
Absolutely.
change it up because I was totally like, just get rid of this shit.
Fully on
Up
her
until
side.
that point.
Fully on her side, because it's also like, you don't fucking like them because they're old.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and even if you do, there's like, you're still jacking off. Like, it is weird to have like that much pornography, even if it's vintage. Like, look, as an artifact, right? I'm sure you could probably find a couple rare ones and hold on to them. But if he's talking about, he has transfers of 16 millimeter porn.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not even the actual thing.
Yeah, it's not even about
the,
having.
like,
Okay, I have a piece of history. It's
Right.
literally just you want to watch this. Shit.
Yeah.
So many of these calls, not today, but like on your podcast, is like, just be honest with yourself.
Totally.
Just be
Yeah,
honest
yeah.
with your fucking self.
Totally.
You want to watch old porn? That's
and also, this could be symbolic of a lot of stuff, right? Yes, there's probably a point in your life where you don't even, like, when you're in your 20s, you're like, it is funny to like collect weird,
Right.
like porn, drug paraphernalia, like, buy a bunch of weird bongs,
So
buy
this
a bunch
part,
of
it
shit.
gets at one of the essential legal principles of this podcast, which is that your stuff, no matter how weird, is still your stuff.
Sure,
Right.
absolutely.
So we've had similar calls where it's like, my girlfriend threw out all my, Nazi memorabilia. No, certainly not that, but
well,
what I mean.
you had to hold on to that. Yeah. So look, there was a conversation to be had, and at the beginning, it sounded like you were sort of willfully ignoring how uncomfortable this stuff made your girl,
Yeah.
which you were at that point in the wrong. Now, when it crosses over into without even running it by you, and also not saying anything and just kind of wait. She says she did it last week. who fucking knows?
Mhm.
Right? Like the like the betrayal of trust of throwing something away without even like if she had freaked out on you and been like, I can't fucking be in this fucking house, this fucking porno, you got to do something about it. Even that's a little irrational. She should have just talked to you about it.
Get a storage unit and you're paying for it.
Right.
Right.
But she owed you a conversation. The conversation probably should have gone, let's compromise. Let me fucking get rid of a lot of this weird shit. Hold on to a couple things I really care about that there is a real argument to be made about, you know, the artistic or historical merit of it. But yes, this is crazy because today she's in the right. Today I do think like, hey, you have a weird box of vintage porn that, you know, whatever you don't really use. It's not really whatever. I feel uncomfortable. And you know what? I won't even go so far as to say she's in the right because this guy sounds stupid, but maybe some of this stuff was more interesting than it was like weird. Who knows, right? Even if it was Nazi memorabilia and this time, well, no, that doesn't count again. Because that's just an automatic throw the shit away, whatever. But I just mean, this is something that there's a debate. And maybe she's right. Tomorrow, next year, it could be something that it's just a matter of taste. It could be just something that she's like, I hate this. I'm throwing it away without
The precedent has
running it by
now
you.
been set.
Yeah.
The
where,
precedent, unless she is like,
Yeah, she completely overstepped. She was like, yeah.
she could throw out something cool like swords. Yeah.
yeah. But also this had value, right? Like you could have sold this.
Right.
Like who knows how, if it's a box of this weird shit, it's probably at least a couple $100. You know what I mean? So yes, it's weird, it's bad. And I think I think that's your argument. You're like, hey, it is funny because now you get to be 100% in the right.
Yeah.
You get to pretend like, if you had just said it
Yes,
to me,
exactly.
I would have sold it tomorrow.
Right,
Which
yeah.
is not true.
Yeah, exactly.
But
But she
she
brought it
lo-
up before
yeah.
and you still had it.
But this dumb bitch overplayed her hand, and now you're the good guy. So you can just go in there and be like, why didn't you just tell me, baby?
Yeah.
You got off on a mistrial, my friend.
Right,
That's what happened.
Hung jury. So yeah, you're not guilty, but you're not innocent either. But yes, you can now be like, hey, this was really fucking weird. It's crazy for you to take something that I liked, I cherished, and throw it away without running it by me. Unless she's super like, now there's a world where she's like, look, you're right. I'm really sorry. That was really fucked up of me. I'll even buy you. If she like weirdly offers to, I'll replace it, whatever. She has to really feel like she's apologetic here for
She
this to have legs. Otherwise, yeah, you should dump this person, I think.
She goes digging in the crates and going on the message boards and tracking down vintage VHS
Yeah.
pornography, and through some backdoor way, like becomes passionate about it as well.
Wow.
It's like
That's a beautiful
if you
love
like
story.
pina colada type
Yeah.
situation
Yeah,
where
yeah,
she
yeah.
now discovers that they love this together all along.
No, she really did you a favor. Like, as far as like, before you were just a fucking weirdo who wasn't getting rid of his porn. Now you're Indiana Jones. You know what I mean? You're like, this was important cultural history that you destroyed.
Yes.
He's got like a sack full of he's like removing a porno.
Yeah.
No one's going in the Criterion closet pulling out pornos there, my friend. You got to examine that as well.
That is true. Maybe
Yeah,
so.
he's got the coins and it's like a Hitachi magic wand.
But yeah, dude. Interesting query, but you know.
That is the principle, I think. Your stuff, no matter how
Yeah.
strange, is your stuff.
And
Yeah,
it's
you just
fucked
can't
up to
throw out my
it
shit.
away without talking about it. So there you go. Good luck finding you porn and a new girlfriend. I
And
think that's
conversely, if your boyfriend has a stash of weird porn on some outdated medium, it's time to make fun of him about that.
yes.
You got to like bring
it up and be like, this has to go.
yeah.
You know?
Hey, what are you, fucking stupid?
Yeah.
Get rid of it, idiot.
Fucking dumbass.
Yeah, she's got a. It's weird. Yeah, this is such a tricky one because it's like she was kind like you can't throw it out, but it's also like you weren't going to throw it out. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
he
you're
wasn't
never
going to
gonna
get
throw
rid
it
of
out.
it.
But the due process is have the conversation,
Yep.
force you to on the record
Best practices.
deny that
Right.
you'll throw it out. And
Yeah.
then she's back in the right of like, hey, I had a mature conversation about like the weird hobby you have makes me uncomfortable, and you weren't even willing to compromise. Now I'm in the right. You have been saved. Yes, mistrial, you've been saved by this woman's. The cop didn't get a warrant and arrested
Yeah.
you, and now you get to go free,
It was
basically.
bad service, yeah.
Yeah.
Just pretending that you love the history of the porn.
I
It
know.
reminds-
That did annoy me.
It reminds me of my one of my best friends. One time when we were in high school, he walked on his little brother watching hentai, and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He was like, "Oh, it's funny. It's so." He's like, "Your dick's out, dude. Your dick is out. It's so funny. You had to come."
Funny. That's awesome.
In
Respect.
this guy's defense, I will just say for the record, he called in an alternate version of this call. I like this one a little more, but in the other one, he did just call it straight up porn from the beginning.
Okay.
He didn't hem and haw
That's
about vintage
Interesting.
video,
Yeah, okay.
blah, blah, blah.
No, it's like a notable director's early work, actually. It's one of his first.
I mean, I do think Abel Ferreira did direct porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "It's the first known appearance of Ron Jeremy. This is
Yeah. This is a Japanese Charizard right here.
This is a fresh face Ron Jeremy. No mustache.
No mustache, just all hog. All right. Yeah, it would have been cleaner to just admit it was porn, but whatever.
Didn't
That's-
Paul Thomas Anderson's whole origin story is he just watched an insane amount of porn?
He loved porn. I think his first thing he did was a documentary about porn, or he watched a documentary about porn.
Yeah.
Maybe that became Boogie Nights. I don't remember if he
It was
shot
one of the
a
early Ken
short.
Burns. It was Ken Burns porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Ken
slow
Burns
zooms on hairy
jizz.
bushes.